What is going on, everybody? How you doing today? My name is Suge Knight, and this is the Still Conspiracy podcast. We are live on this Tuesday. Got a lot to talk about. Got a lot to, you know, a lot to talk about. There's a lot to talk about. We're gonna be talking about Lamar. We're gonna be talking about the Steelers. Even though Bronny says they ain't doing nothing, we are gonna talk about them. Um, we're going to talk about the Ravens. We're going to talk about all kinds of stuff. So thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Let me bring in my man for right now. Hopefully, Mr. Hendel will be joining us soon. That is Mr. Bronny. What's up, B? What's
What's
going
going
on?
on, Suge? Thanks for having
Uh,
me, as always.
always appreciate you always having taken time out of your busy day to come hang out with me. I
You
know
know the
you got a
Steelers ain't
lot to
doing
do.
nothing.
I mean, already with the disrespect, like we ain't even like two minutes in.
It's not disrespect. Like it's just they
It's
ain't doing nothing.
absolutely disrespectful. What are the Panthers doing?
The Panthers traded up to number one overall. They signed Adam
Damn,
Thielen. They signed
they're
DJ
doing something.
Chark. They signed Miles Sanders. They signed that other dude. No, we want to talk about
The other dude nobody wants to talk about.
Hayden
Okay,
Hurst.
Hayden Hurst. It's a move.
It's certainly that. It is a move. It is a move.
First off, Jared, thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Mr. J, I don't know if you're running or farting. Either way, I appreciate you.
Wow.
Brandon, what's up, B? What's up, Brandon? Hope you're having a great day. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Appreciate you being here. Mr. Jeremy Miller, appreciate it. Slapping intro, yeah. So if you didn't know that it's actually a late night chick night intro, but it slaps so hard I just had to
But you're
use it for
too
everything.
excited.
I was too excited for it. It was done by our own Mr. Galloway, Dre. Amazing work.
Outstanding.
Outstanding. And I edited that myself right now, so I'm kind of like proud of myself
Yeah.
because that was,
No, it was
and
good.
I was talking to somebody right now. I was talking to my girl, and she says, "How long is this video?" I said, "It's 40 damn seconds." She goes, "It's taking you 2 hours." I go, "I know." She goes, "I'm in the wrong profession." I'm like, "Exactly." So I told my son, and I told her, I go, "Y'all need to learn how to video edit, so I ain't got to pay somebody to do this
Right.
because I can't do it because I was getting irritated." But luckily, it came out well. So, like I said, Jeremy Miller, how you doing, sir? Hendo is like, yeah, he's got other priorities. I understand. That's just Hendo. Um, Brandon Buck, appreciate you, Brandon Buck, for being here. Where's Hendo? Hendo is, doing things. He is doing things. Big Reg, what's up, Big Reg? Hope you are well. Appreciate you. Hope everything's going good. What am I looking for here? Sorry. Hendo does not want to talk about the Lamar situation. Probably not. No, Hendo's been open to talking about it. I don't know. I don't know if you've watched some of the other shows he's been on the coach's show on Mondays with Rodney. He has some stuff to say about it.
Oh yes, he
He was,
does.
you
Yes,
know,
he does.
he has stuff to say about it. And you know, look at if there's one thing Hendo do, he doesn't shy away um, from an opinion that he has.
I mean, you know how the Dominicans be.
I don't because I'm not
No,
Dominican.
you don't. Oh, okay. I could have sworn. I mean, maybe I should have been wearing my glasses that night, but I could have sworn it said
You're
Dominican on
supposed to,
there.
you're supposed to be wearing glasses.
I'm not gonna put them on here.
You're supposed to be wearing glasses because I don't want your eyesight to go bad.
Too
Or at
late.
least, what's going on, fellas? Yeah, I appreciate you being here, Jared. Hope you're having a great day. I mean, I can edit, so Buck, please, if you would
Stop
love to
saying
edit,
he.
yeah.
Oh, something else. Something else.
look,
Okay.
look at what's going on, Mr. J, my Mando review co-host. We're already gonna go off the rail. You know what? I went down a dark oh, not dark. I shouldn't say dark. Jesus, because now it's gonna sound bad. I went down a rabbit hole today. You know what rabbit hole I went down?
What dark hole did you go down, Shug?
Michael Jackson. I went down. a deep rabbit hole watching all his music.
You went deep. You went deep on Mike in that dark
I
hole.
did go deep on that dark hole. I went and watched like 15 of his music videos today.
Nice.
And I know we had a conversation on like hanging with Hendo, and I know between him and Prince, but that man was talented.
Yeah, it was.
The hits that he put out, even in his later years, and then the song that got me that I didn't realize how good it was the one that he did with Janet, "Scream."
Yeah.
Like, damn. And then I watched a video of they were celebrating him and they did a bunch of his songs, but then they did "Scream" and Janet comes out and dances, but you see on the projector it's the music video, but she's out. She's actually they edited her out.
Oh, so they had her doing her part on stage.
On stage, and nice. The look on her face as she's dancing is so like she was very like into it and everything, and then it's her brother because like I know we're supposed to be talking about sports, but her and Michael were actually very close because they were both of the babies, so it was interesting to watch, and I went down this hole of watching all the videos. Yeah, I'll definitely send that to you, but it was dope. It was very dope, and I got really into now. I wish Michael was still alive because I would love to see him in concert, or I wish I would have got to see him because I remember dancing to the Thriller music video, the movie he made. I forgot what it was called, but he did a movie, and then there was Captain Nemo from Disneyland. So it was just a bunch of dope stuff. I went down. I don't even think I got work done today, which is I should probably be saying that.
Just live on stream. Yeah, I saw him in concert once. What's up, Sharon?
You got to see Michael in concert at once?
No, not live. It was pay-per-view. We watched it. It was his concert.
You remember back then?
I want to say Budapest, I think it was.
Okay.
He was saying he was in Europe somewhere, and like that, the thing that always stuck with me, because I'm not big on concerts, right?
Yeah.
Like I don't want to hear you perform it live. Like I like the version I heard on the radio and the CD, right? But no, like he came out, and even before he came out, people were fainting and getting dragged out by security. Then he came out and he's just standing on stage, he didn't move for like a good 5 minutes. He just stood there and everybody was screaming and fainting, losing their minds. It was amazing.
We're old enough to remember when you would get pay-per-views for concert. Like I don't even think is that a thing?
I don't know.
Like I know you could probably go watch it in a movie theater now.
Right.
I don't think that's a thing anymore. I
remember my mom got
Rod Stewart. My mom got Rod Stewart. I remember that. I watched Rod Stewart in concert.
But why Rod?
Because she loved Rod Stewart. I don't know, Ronnie. That was her thing.
No disrespect to Rod, but I'm not paying.
No, paying to see Rod. Absolutely disrespect to Rod. Well, speaking of people losing their minds, going crazy, and probably having being carried out by security, the curious case of Lamar Jackson.
Wow. We're talking sports now.
We should. It's a sports show.
Is it? Is it though?
It definitely is. Lamar tweeted out a letter to the fans and talked about how on March 2nd he had requested a trade from the Ravens organization and has not been interested in meeting his values. And goes to talk about wanting to win a Super Bowl and that Ravens flock will always be in his heart and things like that. Well, fans are not taking that too kindly to heart. Don't know why, but I have been on Twitter reading Ravens fans bash Lamar, calling him names, saying this is why he needs an agent. He's stupid. He should have taken the deal the Ravens gave him. He's not going to get his value now. Just pretty much dragging him through the mud. Facebook groups, same thing. The insiders, the Adam Schefters, claiming that, hey, he turned down $200 million and that number was not even correct. Things like that. But we'll obviously start off with the obvious question. Where is Lamar going to be playing 2023 in the NFL?
Yeah, no idea. Right. The whole thing with Baltimore, and if you ask their fans, this is the thing with the Ravens too. If you don't want to be there, if you ask for a trade, they trade you, right? That's their reasoning for why they traded Hayden Hurst, why they traded Orlando Brown, why they traded Hollywood. Oh, well, they asked to be traded. So if he has to be traded, he's got to be gone. So it can't be Baltimore. I know that the Colts are interested, allegedly, from reports. There's looks like some interest from New England. But it's funny because the teams that should be the most interested are loudly saying no, we're not interested. Like Washington, Atlanta, even Detroit, they're saying no, not really interested. When particularly in Detroit's case, and a bit in Washington's case as well, bringing in a player like Lamar Jackson catapults you into contender status from where you are right now. I think Atlanta would probably still need a little more work, but Detroit's got Jamison Williams, Amon-Ra St. Brown. They just signed David Montgomery to go with DeAndre Swift. They've been working on their defense. They were almost in the playoffs last year. They were a game out. So replacing Jared Goff with a quarterback like Lamar Jackson. Yeah, like that would legitimately make them a Super Bowl contender next season coming out of the NFC. Same thing in Washington. They have a pretty decent defense. They've got Terry McLaurin, Jahan Dotson, Curtis Samuel, Brian Robinson, and Antonio Gibson. And right now it's Sam Howell and Jacoby Brissett playing quarterback. So imagine, swapping out one of those guys and putting in Lamar Jackson. And especially, I don't want to say that division is bad. I mean, it's not a bad division, but even though, they had 3 playoff teams, it still seems kind of soft. It still seems like a winnable division. Maybe you don't overtake Philly, right? Although they did lose a lot of players this offseason. But you can definitely get yourself into the playoffs and in the mix for the Super Bowl in Washington if you have a quarterback like Lamar Jackson. So it's just kind of odd to me. Obviously, there's the talk about the owners kind of colluding and not wanting to pay out a certain amount of guaranteed money or a fully guaranteed contract, even though Lamar's camp is continuously saying that he's not asking for that. Right now, I would say the most likely spot is probably Indianapolis.
Gotcha. Well, speaking of champions, I'm going to bring in the three-time champion, fantasy
there ain't no
football
three-time
league.
champion.
Three-time champion. What's going on, Mr. Hendo? Well, he has 3 championships in 3 different leagues.
He got no 3 goddamn championships.
What's going on?
Hey, Hendo, how you doing, man?
I'm doing well, and yourself?
I'm doing great.
Wonderful.
Since you came here to relieve me, I'm gonna head out.
No, it's no relief.
Yeah, there is no relief today. I need both of you guys' opinion on this.
You got mine already. I just gave it to you. At great length.
I know, but I know you got. I know you got more. I
Brandon always has more.
Real quick, shout out.
That's right, Brandon. That's right, Brandon.
What's up, lunch break hot take? Hope you're having a great day, Jose.
Hey, Brandon, maybe stop kissing ass. How about that?
Lamar ready to go. I'm ready to help him out. What's up, Big Rich? He tweeted all that before Harbaugh's press conference. He's ready to go. Yep.
Yeah.
It took them 5 days to tag him after his request, and yet he waited 3 weeks to tweet about it. Hendo is here. Absolutely. I still can't believe the Ravens are screwing this up. How? Well, we'll talk about that. Brandon, he says he has the triple crown. Get it right. The curious case of Hendo's disappearance. Hendo don't disappear. He shows up. I start shit in all directions.
You don't want to be starting shit while you're kissing ass, Brandon.
So disrespectful.
So disrespectful.
That's just that was friendly advice.
Well, you know what's disrespectful, Hendo, is everything going on with Lamar Jackson right now. He has, like I was telling Bronny earlier, fans, media is running him through the mud, claiming, he's dumb, he's a moron. I know you've been seeing the tweets. I know you're out there tweeting, talking to people, seeing all the Facebook stuff, things like that. Mm-hmm. And it's just, when did we all of a sudden worry about another man's pocket? When did we start, being so angry at somebody for wanting to make sure his family and himself is taken care of, that we are now just absolutely disrespecting this man who, frankly, and especially this week, has not had any issues in his whole career. There's some, we've somebody just famously is having an issue right now this week. This man has not, yet he's being treated as if, may I dare say, been arrested or done some pretty bad stuff. Pretty much
Who's
treated like
having
crap.
an issue this week?
The actor.
Oh, you man.
Which one?
What's his name?
That's for STV talk. Okay,
Wow,
we'll talk about that later.
that's not a thing.
Yeah, it's definitely a thing.
It's not a thing.
Because it's right here. If I can fix my damn mouse.
Goodness.
It's not a thing.
It's right there. Right there. Hendo.
Yes, sir.
I know you had a lot of thoughts on Coach's show yesterday, but the day after we saw the tweet, what are your thoughts now?
My thoughts are the same as it was. Listen, Lamar is getting tired of being jerked around. And, he did everything for the last facts, 100%. He's getting tired of playing the nice guy. He's getting tired of being the one who is doing things the right way. Now, everybody's saying Lamar's immature, Lamar doesn't know business, he's dumb, he's stupid, but he's the only one that's been respectful throughout this whole transition these last 3 years. Now, I've heard instances where they said that Harbaugh, EDC, and Lamar decided that they were going to keep all interactions in-house. Mm-hmm. That's what was said. Now, all of these leaks have come out, and they couldn't have come out from Lamar's camp, especially some of the nonsense that's been put out there, so it could only come from one place, the Baltimore Ravens. Now, you want him to shut up and dribble, so to speak, but you can do whatever it is that you please. And whenever he retaliates, now he's the one that's causing all the trouble. He's the one that needs to sign. He's the one that needs to leave. All this man did is say, listen, pay me what I'm worth or let me go. Mm-hmm. Now, the NFL in itself, in essence, is a slave auction. If you look at the combine, they line you up, they check your teeth, they make sure you're good to go, and then they draft you to a team. They sign you to a contract, which pays some people handsomely. I give you that. But when your time is up, your time is up. But not in this current system. Now they can say, I tag you and you do what I tell you to do. But if you have been researching Lamar like a lot of us has, Lamar's not I go with the flow kind of individual, in my opinion. He's not I march to the beat of your drum. I'm going to march to the beat of my own drum. So the biggest mistake I think that the NFL and the Ravens have made is Lamar, and I've said this before, Lamar is not moved by money. He's not like, yes, it's good. He can do what he wants to do, but I don't think that is his alpha and omega. I don't think that is his end all be all, because if it were, he could have signed many deals to sell anything. Yeah. He could have signed any contract just to get that money out of the way, but he's strategically doing things, and I hope he doesn't go down as a martyr, because I think he's trying to change. I think he's trying to change the structure of the NFL and the way that it's going, and I think that the NFL is actually fighting back against him. Now, within that shift, Ravens fans especially have been brainwashed for years to believe that we do things the Raven way, and the Raven way is not to overspend for talent and work with what we got. So, and this goes beyond Lamar Jackson, even though it's kind of hyper focused on this, but throughout our history, anytime somebody deserves certain money, no matter how good they were, you always have a sector of the Ravens fans saying he ain't worth that. He ain't worth, if he wants all, even Ray Lewis, even when Ray Lewis was a free agent, it was people out there saying, if he's wanting all this money, move on from him. And could you imagine that? Ray Lewis, of all people, you got people saying, if he wants this much money, let him go.
I wish he would have. And he would have came to the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'd have been happy.
No, but people act like this money is coming out of their own pockets. You know, I don't understand why everybody's getting so frustrated trying to tell another grown man what his worth is. Oh, you ain't worth a guaranteed contract. You ain't worth this. How do you know? Have you played professional football and seen the work and dedication that it goes into being one of the top 5, top 10 greatest athletes in the whole NFL? Do you have you put in the time to carry a team with no offensive weapons to the playoffs every year that you have been healthy? Have you?
Oh, no. Hendo, no. I was told Hollywood Brown left because of Lamar. Because he is a running quarterback. That's why Hollywood Brown left. That he didn't want to play with the running quarterback, but yet went to Arizona.
Mm-hmm. To play with a running quarterback?
Play with the running quarterback, but
He went to play with the
he didn't want he didn't want to play with a running quarterback. You know, I've heard that Lamar has digressed. He's not gotten better, but yet he has all these weapons around him, but he doesn't utilize them.
Okay.
He has an elite tight end in Mark Andrews.
Elite.
Elite. That's what I was told. Elite tight end in Mark Andrews.
That's not what that looks like.
But he doesn't utilize them. And that if it wasn't for EDC, he wouldn't have had that MVP season. You know, EDC or sorry, not
Roman.
Roman put him in that position to have that MVP season. These are things I'm hearing from Ravens fans. Before you continue, just want to shout out some people. First off, much love to Mr. Engraven. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Make sure to follow this man. He's great, awesome. Check his stuff out. Really good dude.
I love how
Boswell, I know. All right, I know who it was. I know what happened.
We just want him to say it, right? He still don't want to say it. He still don't want to say it.
Wait, what were you gonna say, Hendo? I know you're gonna talk about me.
You still don't want to say. No, you still don't want to say the name, even though it's up on the screen.
Oh, we'll get there. I don't want to skip.
But you put the comment up there.
Always appreciate you. Hope you're doing well. He might not even be upset about his contract. It's the fact that they won't give him a number one receiver. Very true. Going back to what you were saying, Hendo, and Graven absolutely agrees with you. He said, and look at what Hendo just said. Boom. Because if it's talent, then it's really not overspending. Absolutely right.
Yeah.
It amazes me because the arguments I've been seeing about Lamar is, talking about, well, he had that MVP season, but he hasn't done much after that. Okay. What has he had to do with what offensive weapons has he had to progress? Well, Hollywood Brown didn't want to be there because he was a running quarterback. Okay. So then as the Ravens organization, why didn't you get him a number one receiver when you had opportunities? Why didn't you draft when you had receivers right there?
No
why,
shit. No shit.
No.
In the same,
and it's all Lamar's fault.
No, they could have had Stephon Diggs or DeAndre Hopkins. They could, because they were open for trade. Or AJ Brown,
or Devontae Adams, or Tyreek Hill.
Facts. In back-to-back off seasons, they could have had numerous number one wide receivers, but they chose not to do it. Now, with the Ravens fans,
or George Pickens.
Oh, George Pickens, that upsets me.
I probably would have been a Ravens fan if George Pickens would have went with Lamar.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
What? I'm just saying.
You're a Ravens fan already.
I am not a Ravens fan.
I saw you. Do I have to bring it up when you said we? When you were talking about the Ravens video, you're talking about we? And this was just yesterday.
I hate you.
Oh, okay.
I hate you.
But
like a little unforced error. They got caught on camera there. They don't hate on him though.
They got caught in 4K.
Didn't you?
Caught in 4K.
4K now you got that new card.
But not the monitor. The monitor is only 1440p. It's not 4K. It's 2K. Go ahead, and I apologize.
Oh, you good. But the thing that upsets me most is everybody acts like, and I don't know why this is a problem, the money is coming out of Steve Bisciotti's pockets, even though he is a billionaire several times over. They act like the money's coming out of his pocket, and it's not. It's coming out of the revenue sharing from the NFL. So it's not even his money. And by law, they have to spend 70% of the salary cap. I think it's 70%.
Yeah, that's over a certain number of years. So you'll see teams like not spend it all for a little while, then spend right up to the cap. Yeah, right. But like you said, it's the players' money. And to Engraven's point, you can't overpay for players like Lamar Jackson, players like Pat Mahomes. These guys are getting, about the top players in the NFL are getting about half of what you see top players in soccer get, right? Because there's no cap, and they're super valuable. They make over $100 million. The guys in the NFL aren't making close to that because their salaries are artificially suppressed by the salary cap, and rather the 32 owners, so they just don't want to give them what they're worth.
Okay.
Now that you say that, franchise quarterbacks are making less than marginal baseball players.
Mm-hmm.
True. Now, can I share a stat with you guys? And it's funny because people were complaining about cherry picking, but this is a stat. I'm sorry to tell you. In the first 61 starts in NFL history, in a quarterback's first 61 starts, there has been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players to have 96 plus passer rating and 100 plus passing TDs. Those are Patrick Mahomes, Dan Marino, Aaron Rodgers, Deshaun Watson, and Lamar Jackson.
4 greats and sexual deviant.
Yet, people will still continue to say he's a running quarterback. The passer rating is not a true stat. His 100 touchdowns, his 100 plus touchdowns were mediocre because he had one good season, but then didn't throw much touchdowns in the last 2 seasons when he had no offensive weapons. And also, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, Hendo, before the Steeler game 2 years ago or a year ago, not this season, the last season, Lamar kind of hurt his knee in the game before the Steelers, and then after the Steeler game was hurt more, correct? He was
injured. He was injured.
He was playing injured, basically, right? Okay. And then this year, he was still kind of playing injured also, and doing a lot for the team because I remember reading right before week 3 how Lamar was on this historic pace. That he was going to be on to just be one of the greatest seasons he ever had. He got hurt. Why was he on this historic pace? Because he was doing so much for the team and had to exert so much to help his team win. But yet people will use that against him and say, nope, he's mediocre, he's average, he just had one good season. Why are fans, again, I've asked you guys this question, but why are fans now all of a sudden just completely turning on him?
Like, just fans in the NFL are like Hannah said, they're brainwashed. You're taught to be loyal to the team. You're taught to pick the billionaire owners over the millionaire athletes. And most fans, they'll turn on Lamar because they see what's coming. I don't know why you would put that garbage up, but
they got Jose in here
because they see what's coming if Lamar is gone. And, they're too scared. They don't want to be called fair weather fans or bandwagoners. They don't want to switch teams. But they know that if Lamar is gone, the Baltimore Ravens are going to be absolute garbage for the foreseeable future because, who knows when you find another quarterback. So they're angry at Lamar for, I don't know, doing what's best for Lamar.
Facts.
And they can't direct any of that anger at the team because they're not going to leave the team.
Right.
It's like, if your significant other cheats on you and you get mad at the person who they cheated with instead of the person who cheated on you because you're not leaving them.
Right.
Because you're not breaking up with them because you ain't going to find nobody else. So it's that other person who's the issue. Right.
Facts.
Wow.
But yeah,
wow. So that's a great analogy. Great analogy.
It is. And that's
because it kind of feels like it. It feels like this is a bad relationship then.
It's a breakup. But what Ravens fans like to do is they like to foreshadow. Like they like to see things coming and blame somebody. But I can't blame EDC. I can't blame John Harbaugh, and I can't blame Steve Bisciotti because for years I've been telling people how great they are. And it's everybody's fault other than theirs. So if I admit, hey, Lamar's leaving, and now we're stuck with these guys that don't know what they're doing. Now I have to admit that I'm wrong. So what I do is just like he in his analogy, I pick a fight with the wrong person. I have to say, you know what, Lamar, you abandoned us. You wasn't that great anyway. But when he was winning games for us, they were defending him to other fan bases. And then you have these other fan bases. Oh, he's just a running back. Look at this. He can't throw. He can't do this. He can't do that. But now you see them on Twitter talk about Lamar. Come over here. Come over here.
They ain't never treated you right.
Lamar. You know, if you came to this fan base, you know, oh my God, just be one of us. You know, it's all about what that person. It's fleeting because it's all about what that person can do for you in that moment. And when you feel that they're going to leave you, now you have to kind of brace yourself for what's to come. So instead of being sad and hurt, you turn it into anger. So now you got to be angry at somebody so you don't feel that hurt. Now they can be angry all they want. When we go into the next season and the season after that, Lamar ain't here and we got Huntley and Cam Newton, they're going to feel what it's like before him because all they love to say now is we made Lamar Jackson. We gave him a shot. If it wasn't for us, he wouldn't be in the NFL because just because we took and grabbed him at 32, no other team was going to take a shot on him.
Ravens fans really believe that too, which is just goddamn stupid. But you know, it happens to every fan, right? At some point, I was wishing all the bad things on Andrew Luck after he said, "I'm going back to school instead of playing for Carolina." Because you're looking ahead and you're like, man, okay, we suffered through Jimmy Clausen, but at least we get the greatest QB prospect of all time, right? And then he was like, damn, the Panthers got that pick. I mean, I got to finish up, like Leonard. I got to take that ballroom dancing. I better head back to Stanford for a year. And I was not happy. I was not happy at all about that. I was not happy with Mr. Luck. But you know, I got over it quick because they got Cam Newton. But had they drafted Christian Ponder, I would hate Andrew Luck to this day.
Raven C says, Big Reg, I'm tired of the Ravens job. I can only take so much. Yeah. And the people I think that are not bashing Lamar are more treating it as like, you know, why are the Ravens acting this way rather than blaming it on Lamar? No, they didn't. Jeremy Sports was ruined way before the Astros thing. Okay, they're talking baseball. Everyone said you're going way back from my memory. Yeah, I was trying to remember if he was hurt because I remember he did get hurt or was hurt after the Steelers game. So I kind of remember. Jose, I'm already here. Buck does not believe that. Good job, Hendo, keeping it clean for Engraven. Facts. Raven fans this week. FU Baltimore. Yeah. I think Ravens fans. I think Ravens fans are not saying FU Baltimore. To be honest with you,
so Jeremy came in here and chose violence today. I still got the Orioles. I haven't had the Orioles since '98.
You haven't had an Orioles since '98.
No, I haven't. I haven't liked the Orioles since '98. That's around the last time I watched a baseball game or actually cheered for the Orioles.
When's the last time you had an Oreo?
Cookie?
Yeah.
That's what Suge thought you said, and he was very interested in that branch of the conversation. And then
it's better than talking baseball.
Facts. Yeah. Nobody likes baseball. It's not a real sport.
Yes, Christian Ponder on the Panthers would have won you a Super Bowl. Jeremy Jones going to end up in the XFL looking like a beast. No, I mean it's just mind-boggling how much, like you said, when he was winning games for you, it's Lamar's the greatest, Lamar's this, Lamar's that. You know, absolutely sticking up for him.
That's right, Jose.
And then now all of a sudden it's, well, you're really just a warning quarterback. We made you. You're a moron. This is why you should have an agent. I mean, the one thing fans are really tripping me about of this is cool. If you want to attack Lamar, you want to go after him, whatever. That's your business. You want to say it to his face, but whatever. Mm-hmm. They are going after his mom.
Of course.
They are like relentlessly going after his mom. And like, this is why your mom shouldn't be your agent. And it's like, well, you don't even know if she is his agent. You know, all you know is he's getting wisdom or confining in her, but yet you're over here blaming her for something you don't even have information on.
Listen. I don't too often get upset about this talk. Like sometimes I get annoyed and like idiots. But I'm gonna tell you this: the other day, the white sheet, Tim Hasselback, White Hood, Tim Hasselback. You know, he was on one of them networks talking about how Lamar had lost and how he shoulda, coulda, woulda done something. And I give that one guy, I can't remember, I can see his face, but the young dude, he looked at him and he said, What do you mean Lamar lost? He was like, negotiations aren't over. Like the season hasn't started. We're in the beginning phases of this. So what has he lost? He was like, oh no, I was just saying. Like you just saying what? Everybody's quick to say that this man lost out and he's stupid and he's losing money. We don't know the end result yet. Like nothing is in concrete right now.
Before you go, Bronny. So he had tweeted out, Lamar had talked about the supposed number earlier, and me and Bronny were talking about how Adam Schefter said he was supposed to get $200 million. The number was really 133 with conditions, so it wasn't even guaranteed money. Right. But last night I had said this to somebody last night. You were saying, Hendo, what is Aaron Rodgers about to make?
60 million.
He is past his prime. Definitely not on the level of Lamar.
Way off the rails, off the field,
and openly admitted to taking drugs.
Exactly, which Lamar has not have any issues off the field right now, or has ever.
I don't know if you've heard that he likes to eat junk food.
Yeah, apparently you need to make sure he ain't eating junk food,
and he don't know how to sleep.
But yet you're gonna pay this man less, you know. And I'm sure I think Bronny, you've said this before, you know, Josh Allen. I think somebody put up the stats the other day, and you maybe Bronny, you can look this up. I think he's only 1,000 yards behind Lamar as far as rushing as a quarterback. But yet nobody calls him a running quarterback.
Facts. But I will say, a couple days ago, his head coach was like, "Yo, you need to chill with that running because he's not going to hold up." Sean McDermott is the only person I've really heard say he need to chill out with all that running stuff because his style is going to get him out of the NFL sooner rather than later.
And that's the funny thing about the running, quarterbacks, because that is the style that will break you down your body. The style that Josh Allen has, to an extent, that was the style that Cam had, even though that's not how Cam ended up getting hurt. But they like to run through people. Lamar doesn't take that many hits running the ball, and Lamar is very, very careful when he actually gets out of the pocket and starts to run. Unlike Josh Allen will do whatever the hell he feels like doing out there.
Always.
Yeah. But I'm curious. It's like you don't say Steve Young was a running quarterback, but he was.
Oh, you said Steve Young? Yeah. They flipped that narrative. Oh no. They flipped that narrative and like, oh no, yeah, he ran once upon a time, but Steve is he's different. Like they make excuses for him. It's just like the situation what we spoke about last night. They're talking about giving Justin Herbert $500 million with 300 something possibly guaranteed. So they just skipped over the 230, the 300, the $400,000 contract, and went straight to $500 million. But nobody's talking about that. Nobody's saying that playoff-less Justin Herbert doesn't deserve this money.
He's not playoff-less, right?
Playoff winless.
Yeah.
I mean, he had, what was it, a 27-point lead against the Jaguars and gave that up. I mean, he didn't give it up.
Me so much money that weekend.
I mean, normally everybody does. It started being time to pay Lamar. The stories started flying left to right. Absolutely, Engraven. It's talking about that person that's been having trouble this week. Stories are coming out all over. Jonathan Majors. Stories are coming out.
Now we're on the same page.
Yeah, now we're on the same page. Here we go. Now, stories are coming out about him saying, "Oh, well, he wasn't really a good person." And
well, to be fair, that started before he got arrested too. People just didn't name him.
But it wasn't as loud. It wasn't as loud. And I was talking to Chris Lopez. I was talking to my friend Chris Lopez about this yesterday. And we were talking about it. I said, why all of a sudden now, all this coming out now? Why didn't you say this before?
He's getting too big.
Well, in the case of Lamar, why all of a sudden now are you bringing all this stuff up? You weren't bringing this up a couple years ago.
So listen, they have to bring this stuff up now because these will be used as excuses to cover up their collusion. Because my thing is, I don't care what team you're on. I don't care if you feel this way or not. Me coming out saying I'm going to put the non-exclusive franchise tag on Lamar, you shouldn't be coming out within 5 minutes. I'm not interested. I don't want to. In 5 to 10 minutes, that shouldn't be happening. Even if you honestly felt that way. If you felt that way, don't say anything. You don't have to say a word. But you let us know you all are colluding. So now to cover that up and to avoid a lawsuit, Now it's let's bring out all of these stories about how bad Lamar is. Even though John Harbaugh and EDC for years has gotten up there in presses like, I love this kid. He's so respectful. He's such hard worker. He's this, he's that. He's doing this. Now you have Skip Bayless talking about, yeah, I got a source that says Lamar's sleeping in meetings. He's disengaged. He don't work hard. Like, of course, when it comes time for somebody to get their money, especially without an agent, because this is the key. They don't want players to start representing themselves. We've had one too many start getting record deals without an agent, and the league can't have that because one, agents want to get their cut. Two, agents give these owners, these GMs, glimpses into these clients, and they kind of help facilitate deals that some of these players shouldn't sign. So for all of you saying, yes, Lamar should have had an agent, he would have been signed a deal, that's not necessarily true because Lamar's not going to take the first deal that's given to him. Just because you have someone talking to the team hearing all this bad stuff, it doesn't make it go any faster. And of course, they're going to go with the, the team has to tell Lamar exactly how they feel about him to his face. Good. I want you to tell me to my face how you really feel about me, because that in turn gives me a chance to tell me how I feel about you. And I can tell you, you've given me no help and you've expected me to do everything. I'm your leading passer. I'm your leading rusher. But when I come to ask you to get talent, you go out and sign a safety. You go out and sign a linebacker. But you don't want to help me, so now you're going to pay me. So you can tell me what I'm deficient in and what you haven't helped me with. I got a horrible quarterbacks coach. I have a horrible head coach. I have an even worse, horrible offensive coordinator. What you want me to do? I'm winning games until we get to the playoffs, and y'all want to switch up completely on everything that got us here. So y'all can miss me with that need an agent thing.
Yeah, for sure. And then people will say, well, he needs an agent because he needs to know the legality of stuff. Well, you can just get a paralegal. Have a paralegal read that to you. Paralegals are $120 an hour. Instead of paying what an agent 30% or something like that.
3%.
Some ridiculous
three to 5%.
Yeah, or okay, well, I was giving them a higher number. But like you said, Hendo, also too, there's a lot of backdoor dealing going on with agents and owners because they may say, hey, take care of this client for me, and I'll help you out with the next one. And like you say, go to your client, go to the person that represents, say, hey, this is a great deal. I think this is a great deal, and it really isn't, you know. And there's causes in there and things like that they can hide and won't tell them about. Oh, don't worry about that. The contract's good.
Didn't Kyler Murray have an agent when he negotiated his homework clause? I mean, was that in his client's best interest? I didn't hear anybody saying, "Hey, you know what, man?
That was a dean.
Players really need to go away from agents." When Elvis Dumerville's agent forgot to fax his signed contract in, and he had to hit free agency and lost the contract with Denver. I didn't hear anybody say go away from agents when Dennis Schroeder's agent told him, "No, man, turn down that $84 million from the Lakers. We don't get you paid this offseason." And he had to sign a mid-level exception or whatever.
It was like $3 million.
Yeah, $3 to $5 million somewhere in there. Like, you know, it's okay when the agent f's up, right? But you know, you got Roquan Smith, biggest contract ever for a middle linebacker. You got Larry Tunsil, biggest contract ever for an offensive lineman. Did it without agents, and people are just like, man, Lamar needs an agent. What kind of sense does that make?
Right.
No, it doesn't make any sense. And like you said, Hendo, the collusion, obviously, there's not teams that should be reaching out aren't, you know, and then they're not even like I think you both said it. Like even if you're not interested, to have the opportunity to get a Lamar Jackson, an MVP on your team, you might want to think about it and be like, okay, can we do this? Can we do this? You know, can we move this here, and bring them in? You know, and if you can, then you do it.
Listen, let me tell you when I knew it was collusion. I knew it was collusion when they said, hey guys, we got Desmond Ridder to lead this team. We don't need Lamar Jackson. What? Sam Howell? Yes, right. Sam Howell's our starter. Why would I bring in Lamar Jackson? Man, that's what I knew it was collusion. Desmond Ridder.
Arthur Blank was out there talking about the injury risks. He said the Lamar Jackson thing and the Deshaun Watson thing are very different. And Lamar hasn't, you know, he didn't finish the last couple seasons. You know, we don't know how long he's going to hold up. But you was all in on a dude who's blown out both his knees.
Facts.
And that's to say nothing of the off the field issues.
Facts.
He's torn both ACLs, but you're worried about Lamar. All right.
Yeah.
Arthur.
Yeah,
Cool.
and I mean this situation. I think I heard it in a space today. I don't think Lamar's gonna get traded until after the draft, right? Would be the smart.
That would be smart for other teams.
I think that's probably what's gonna happen because then they can not have to give up a first round pick this year,
Right?
and then
So-
they get it in later on.
So if at number 4, you see the Indianapolis Colts take an offensive lineman, it's a wrap. If they don't take a quarterback at 4, it's a wrap. It's done. Not unless somebody like Detroit, who has 2 first round picks, not unless they say, hey, take both of these. We're going to trade. What
are you talking about? They got Jared Goff.
He's going to be. They're going to take one and include Jared Goff in the package. So there can be a deal worked out.
Is your GM that bad that he would take Jared Goff back?
Hey, Jared Goff got to the Super Bowl. Did more than Lamar.
Sure did, and his coach looked at him and he said, "Get the hell out of here."
But that's how it's going to be sold to the fans.
But, so listen, Stetson Bennett is going to need a mentor.
It's not going to be Stetson. Y'all are going to draft Hendon Hooker, round 1.
You think so?
Yes, sir.
That would be. I don't care.
Hey, he's skinny. He's black. He's about the same age as Lamar. You won't even know the difference.
That's a bringing Tyler Huntley.
You did that already, and then you didn't win any games. So
you know the difference
there. Really? Because on Twitter, the Twitter past few days, they've been talking about, well, Huntley's a better passer anyway, and we almost beat. Listen, this is what kills me. This is honestly what kills me. We almost beat the Cincinnati Bengals. Yeah, but what was the reason we didn't beat the Cincinnati Bengals?
Was it Tyler
Huntley? Him going up at the 2-yard line, going straight up in the air, holding the ball out, nowhere near the goal line. He is the reason that we lost, but he's the reason that we need to get rid of Lamar. And let's just say, for instance, let's play the Baltimore Raven game. Let's just say, for instance, we did beat Cincinnati. Woo! Playoff win. What would we have done against Buffalo?
Got the brakes beaten off you.
Would have beat Josh Allen.
Facts. Oh, really? You think really? Okay.
Lamar had an agent. He would have got his deal done faster.
Listen, I don't know. Listen, I don't know why people really believe. I don't know why people really believe that Lamar Jackson just does everything the way everybody else does. Just because if he had an agent, he still wouldn't have signed a certain deal. It's this deal with the Ravens is more contingent upon respect than it is money. It has nothing to do with being the highest paid, getting the most guaranteed money. It has nothing to do with that. It has to do with you showing me you got my back. John Harbaugh, I trusted in you for you to go out here in front of the media and tell everybody we best friends and you babysit my kids and we go to the movies together. But then yet still, you trade my best friend away. You trade one of my offensive linemen away. You trade away Hayden Hurst, even though he should have been drafted in front of him anyway. But all of these people that I want to keep on the offensive side of the ball, you keep letting them go. And you're not replacing them with anything. But then when I come to you and say, hey, I need help, he said in the media many times, I don't want to run. I'm tired of running. I want to pass the ball. I'll run if I need to, but I don't want to run. And what is the first thing he said? Greg Roman, drop some more power O's.
Wow. So I'm looking at a tweet right now. This is the number of years without a playoff win for NFL teams.
Mm-hmm.
Washington is at let's start with Atlanta. Atlanta's at 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
That's a pretty good drought. You know,
especially
it's a pretty good drought. I mean, I don't know why you got to go there, but it's a pretty good drought for you to just be like, "Hey, Ritter and Heineke got this," right? But then you scroll past that. You got the New York Jets at 12 years. That's a while.
That's a while.
But to be fair, they are going after Aaron Rodgers. Okay,
sure.
So you know, it makes sense that they're not in on Lamar. They've got their sights set on Aaron. They're locked in there. And they came out and they addressed that. They said it wouldn't be negotiating in good faith to try to add Lamar into this mix. So okay, fine. You picked Aaron. Whatever. It was the wrong choice, but you made your choice.
But it's gonna be. I'm sorry. It's gonna be so funny when Aaron plays 1 year and retires.
It's going to be so funny when Aaron plays 1 year poorly and retires.
Facts.
Or plays 1 year poorly and then comes back for that money in year 2. We get past them. We got Washington. at 17 years.
Good.
And we're like, Sam Howell and Jacoby Brissett got this.
Good.
Miami, 22 years. Now I know you're a big fan of Stephen Ross coming after him.
That's my guy.
But here's the thing that really doesn't make any sense: the Detroit Lions.
Jesus.
Anyone want to venture a guess how long that's been?
It's 32 years, right?
31. 31 years. I was -7 at that point.
Jeez, that was like 2.
Right? So young.
So young.
But you're looking at Jared Goff and you're like, we don't need any part of that Lamar business.
Right.
Like,
we're good.
You can't even comprehend how Lamar would just activate that offense. You've got Ben Johnson out there as the offensive coordinator, a young offensive genius. The league looks at this guy like. You've got Amon-Ra St. Brown. You've got Jameson Williams, who came back off a torn ACL, and even in limited time looked like he was the biggest problem on the field, right? Like, I mean, he was. It's always very impressive when you can see a professional athlete make the other professional athletes on the field look slow, and that's what he does. It's the same thing that Tyreek Hill does. He moves at a different speed than everybody else on the field. Thanks. And Jay, I'm not even going to read what you're putting in there, Jay. I'm going to assume that you're talking about Jameson Williams being on your team. And I don't
no. He's talking about he's talking about not being born the last time Detroit had a win.
But yeah, you have those two guys. You got your running backs, and if you throw a quarterback like Lamar into that mix, who is ever going to stop you?
Nobody.
But Kneecaps is out there saying we don't need him.
Because that's what he was told to say.
No, I have thought of another subject we're going to talk about in a minute because this just popped in my head. But have the 49ers kind of become a destination for Lamar?
They have to wait until after the draft to even get involved because they don't have a first-round pick. And that's the danger of a team like the Colts waiting, or anybody waiting till after the draft. Miami and San Francisco can then get involved in trying to acquire Lamar, and they are better teams than you, right?
Yes. Right.
Whoever you are, right?
Yeah. Could you imagine Lamar on a 49er team?
I could listen.
I don't want to, but I can.
Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You'll get tired. Would be happy as hell.
You would get tired. You would get tired of San Francisco winning Super Bowls. You'd be like, gosh, can't somebody else win it?
I wouldn't. I'd be a San Francisco fan immediately.
I mean, I would guess I would have to be, but can you?
I would have, if they trade for Lamar on, like, let's say April, or let's say May 2nd. They wait a few days.
Right.
May 2nd. By May 20th, I would have 5 or 6 49ers jerseys.
Oh, you'd be happy because you got Christian McCaffrey back there.
Right.
So you got so
are you kidding?
So you have to think. You got Lamar and Christian in the backfield. Which one are you going at? Which one are you going to?
You could have Christian even in the slot.
That's true.
And then Lamar and Elijah Mitchell in the backfield.
That is
fine. He's not a great.
And don't forget Debo Samuel can line up in the backfield.
Debo as well.
That's gross.
And the most important thing is Kyle Shanahan designing the plays.
Mm-hmm.
And an offensive line to protect them.
Oh, I'm sorry. And the number 1 defense in the NFL. This team would be unfair. And I'm sorry, Jose. Trey Lance just ain't it.
You don't know that. He
hasn't
had a chance.
Oh, really?
Oh, and there's Sharon. Oh, wow. Look at that.
Debo on a sweet fake as well as facts. And wait. 49ers close to the door on the NFL.
It is. Listen, it's a wrap. If Lamar goes to San Francisco,
the only thing that could possibly hold them back is injuries. That's it.
It's nobody in the NFC, and all hail Philadelphia, but there would be nobody in the NFC to stop them year in and year out.
I'll tell you what, I would love watching them in San Francisco every year, though.
That would be a good one.
I think I might get a.
Or that in Kansas City, I mean.
Oh, you mean in the Super Bowls?
Yes.
That would be amazing. Shanahan versus Andy Reid. That would be amazing.
The team would destroy both stereotypes. Lamar Jackson as a black quarterback and then CMC as a white running back. That would be awesome, right?
That would be amazing.
Buck is choosing violence, like always.
Buck is a baseball fan. You know not to listen to him. Trey Lance season, it is not.
We'll see. We will see.
He has everything working for him.
Yeah.
After the draft is going to be very interesting. If no deal happens for Lamar,
if he's even a decent player, he's the quarterback.
It's a big if.
I mean, it may be at this point.
I hope
if he's a decent player, that's his job.
Listen, I hope it works. I want him to succeed. I hope he succeeds.
He knows such thing as
a white quarterback.
A white corner.
And then they'll get a black kicker.
Jason Sehorn ain't walking through that door, Spawn.
Get a black punter.
Marquette King, he's out there being blackballed too.
He is.
I mean, we have a black punter. So
who's we?
The Steelers.
The Ravens punter is the guy they drafted in the 4th round. What's his name? What's his name, Hendo?
Stout. Jordan Stout.
No, I am a Steelers fan. Get out of here with that. I am absolutely.
I don't see any yellow on this screen.
Yes, and let me tell you this. In all honesty,
there is yellow behind there.
Listen,
thought it was gold.
Let me. Gotcha, bitch.
Done with him. Done. Kicked him off the show.
He just wanted to put you at the bottom. That's so rude. You just found any way to put him at the bottom.
You put me at the bottom because I'm holding it up.
That's true too. But Suge, like I was saying,
down here.
Like I was saying, in all honesty and all jokes aside, this is a Steelers Ravens podcast, and I rarely ever hear you talking Steelers.
Well, no,
I'm not talking about today. I'm not talking about today, Suge. I'm talking about in general.
Because you know why? You know why? Because the Ravens are a bunch of drama queens, and there's been nothing but drama with them.
That's your excuse. That's your excuse for having a Steelers podcast, and you don't talk about.
I will tell you this, Suge. That is big time facts.
Because we were supposed to. We're going to talk about right now.
They didn't do anything.
Sharon, you.
Yes, they signed more offensive linemen.
Who they signed?
We spoke about this already.
No, they signed another one.
He doesn't matter. He don't matter.
Give me a second.
You should have this already done.
No, because I was editing something. I don't know if you saw it. Can I play it?
I didn't see it, but that doesn't take all day.
Oh, it took me a while because
it does if you don't do it normally.
Yeah, but I edited this together. So
yeah,
I played it. Ready?
This big time.
Live from LA like the Lakers with a late show. Home of the Dodgers where the palm trees grow. Feeling like Ben Roethlisberger when he went pro. With my Steelers fans and everybody, let's go. Magic in the gathering for the ones that don't know. Late night with Suge, y'all turn into the show.
I've been editing that all day. Shout out to my homie Dre, Mr. Galloway. That is made by him and
Sugar too.
Yeah.
And
See, Rich is like, stay blessed, everybody. We ain't leaving. We're not leaving.
All I'm gonna say is everybody put your
They were like, play out the intro, we got.
That was he was just showing me. He's just showing me something.
I was just showing it to him.
It wasn't over, but
y'all didn't do a good job of making that clear before you just went to the
right. They were all like deuces.
I guess facts, Caleb.
Damn,
Caleb. Facts. There's none there. There's no Mexican there.
I hate you. So
there's
Mexican there.
I'm gonna let y'all know I'm so happy. I'm so happy right now. Suge, that was fire. And that means I never have to make another intro outro for you again.
It took him.
Oh, you absolutely have to.
You want to know why we were late starting the show?
Why? Because he was showing it to you.
That intro.
No,
he was finishing it.
I was finishing it.
When did you start it?
18 hours ago.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Took me that long. No, I started probably like.
He's like 4:45. 18.
Who?
4:45.
My time?
No, my time.
So a couple hours.
Yeah, it took me a couple hours.
Oh,
because legitimately, I don't know how to edit.
No, guess what? You can keep on learning. I'm done. I retire my editing today.
We'll see.
It's not a thing. You can't do that. Like, There wasn't editing on your hands and you just wiped it off. That's not how that works. You're still very obligated to edit.
It's not fair.
So Suge's just looking at whatever. The Steelers signed LaRaven Clark, formerly of the Eagles and the Colts, backup tackle. Not a big deal.
Is that who you were talking about?
Plus they signed a couple other offensive linemen.
We talked about that last week.
I know, but I'm excited about it because I feel
you're not even really a Steelers fan.
God, I hate you, Hendo. I'm a Steelers fan. Okay,
they're talking about signing Bud Dupree.
Yes, that is hitting up. We did lose Edmonds, and our GM came out today and said that they did make Edmonds an offer, but he declined. So that kind of sucks. Tomlin has talked about possibly Patrick Peterson playing safety with Mika.
Right.
Can you give me a damn second to think about?
Damn, I was just trying to help you out, sir. No, jeez. Listen, I know that you don't cover the Steelers that often and you don't know the players, so I was just trying to help you out. I'm sorry, Suge. It'll never happen again.
I hate you. I really hate you because you know I'm almost Jeremy. I will ban you. Somebody ban Jeremy for an hour.
Why you get?
No problem, Big Reg. We're still here. Yeah, I thought the show ended too. I wanted to show Hendo because you know what? Let me tell you something. And there's 17 people in here. I appreciate all of you being here and hanging out. I really do. It means a lot to me. Jose tried to show me how to edit a while back, and I really got pissed off and frustrated, and I just stopped. I was like, I'm done. I have my mom's boyfriend who does editing and all that stuff, so he's going to do some stuff for me. But I really sat down today and really focused on trying to edit that and getting it done before the show. So I'm proud of myself. I wanted to show Hendo because, like he said, he's done a lot of the intros and outros you've seen is done by Hendo. So I wanted to show him, like, hey, like, you know, I did this. Good job. Woo, you know, but of course he has to give me the sourpuss face. Just said no help from Hendo ever.
I didn't give you sourpuss face.
Has there been 2 cookouts after church yet? I mean, I was doing that. I was doing that before I found out I was 100% black.
You're African.
Or okay. So what is it? African or black?
You're African, brother.
Okay.
We're black. You're African.
Okay. I'm African. You're black.
It's also black. One of those is a race and one is an ethnicity. I mean, African's not anything. He's a wide variety of African.
African. But, my brother.
But you're both.
I don't have that.
You're not John Travolta.
I don't have that clip. The only clip I really have
one thing you're not.
Yeah, the one clip I do have is
"Fuck you, Baltimore."
I have that clip there.
It's weird that you don't have the Steelers clips, right?
That's facts. You don't have those Steelers clips.
I had.
You know what? That intro you just showed me, is that for Late Night with Suge?
Yeah.
Okay.
So here's the thing. You
can't use it for both. I didn't see any Raven stuff in there. You can't use it for both.
It has Magic the Gathering in there too. So
I saw that.
Use that.
You can't use that for both. You can only use it for.
I'm using it for both. Okay.
No, you were just really excited, and it's fine. But you got to do another one for this show. Otherwise, I will never be. I'm not going to be on a show where people think we're talking about magic.
Magic. Facts.
We're not talking about magic. I hate all you. I really do. But real quick before we continue, I wanted to let you guys know, everybody in the chat, if you are into wrestling, this Saturday, Sunday is WrestleMania. I will be doing a WrestleMania pre-show and a WrestleMania post-show. Maybe Bronny will jump on one of those.
I won't. I told you already.
He'll do it if I ask him. He'll do it if I ask him. But
you asked me. I said
on Saturday.
What time is that?
Pre-show. This one is at 2:45.
What time is WrestleMania?
WrestleMania is at 5.
8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
I got a show today. I can't do it.
Yeah. You have to hang with Hendo.
I can't watch it.
What if your live watch along is hanging with Hendo?
Well, I won't be on hanging with Hendo this weekend because I have I'm going out somewhere. So I will
how are you gonna do a live watch along?
I'm not doing a live walk on. This is a pre-show,
Whatever, man. Like whatever.
and then we
fucking
have
time
the
is,
post-show.
You could just slide hang with Hendo and just do it then.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
He likes missing shows.
he does.
Oh, here we go.
You can multi-stream it though to both channels.
I won't be home.
You'll be home to do the pre-show, Suge.
Yes, and that's at
And that's what I'm
2:45.
talking.
His show is not until
5:45. It's 5:45, and Hendo.
Yeah, he
can
doesn't
slide
show
it
at 8 o'clock
whenever.
because that's what he likes
Go
to
show
do.
at 9 o'clock.
9
He
o'clock,
can,
whatever.
he can slide it. He can slide
Oh,
it back.
It's okay.
Slide back.
It's okay. It's just another notch in my notebook.
Damn it. See, now you're in the notebook.
I've been in the notebook. There's
Nah,
probably
you
a whole
do.
section about me.
Mm-hmm. My favorite topic is wrestling. It sure is. Old
Well,
wrestling.
Well, I'll be talking about it if you want to come hang out and
Wow, you're taking
join me.
theme of the show, too.
Pre, we'll be talking about the matches, and then post, we'll be talking about what happened in the matches. I hate both for you. I really do.
No, you don't. I
said
don't
that.
appreciate the number of times
You
that
said
you say
that.
you hate me.
Facts. But yet still you invite me every week. I'm not understanding.
All right, time for some SDV talk before we get out
You
of
gotta
here.
change that name.
No, I'm not
You
changing
gotta
that.
change that name.
No, I'm not changing it. So I went down this rabbit hole today, Hendo, and watched about 15 videos of Michael Jackson. I was talking about Bronny about it, and that man
That's
was
not
amazing.
the way. That's not the way he described it at the beginning of the show.
It's not the way I described it in the beginning, but
Did you hear the way he described it in the beginning?
No,
of
he
the
wasn't
show?
here.
He said he went deep into Michael's dark hole.
That's not what I said. I said I went deep down a dark rabbit hole.
It's
About
video
Michael
proof.
Jackson.
It's video proof. So if you did say it, we just can rewind it and watch it. Like
I'll
you
delete
went
this.
Michael Jackson's deep hole. Okay, deep dark hole. Okay, sure. Pause.
No,
Super pause.
no. But
R.I.P. Pause. Like
Wow.
no, he was we had that conversation on your show about him or Prince.
Right.
And I'll be honest with you, Michael Jackson, top notch. Like I don't know. I know Prince can play more instruments and could sing a little.
and
You
write
know,
songs and stuff.
Michael
But
can write too.
No, I'm not taking
Michael,
away from
Michael
either
was
one.
a.
I'm not taking
Michael was a
nothing away from
Yeah, but Michael was like I watched one of his live concerts today. It was I was telling Brian I wish he was still alive so I could go see or I would have gone to see a concert. And then Bronny was talking about how do you remember ordering concerts on pay-per-view? Like is that even a thing now? Like
yes, you can still order pay-per-view with stuff.
really?
Mhm.
Oh yeah, you work for the cable company. You should know. So
I don't work for the cable company.
oh yes, right. Shit. Forgot about that one.
Get your facts straight first.
Oh my god.
First off, my bad. I forgot. Secondly, you used to work for the cable company, so you would know this. I completely forgot about that. Now I feel like an ass.
Why? I don't.
Just working for the cable company doesn't imbue him with the knowledge of everything on cable.
I mean, that
I used to work for the same company. I didn't know
Right.
anything about the cable.
well, that's because you don't care.
No, it's because I did internet tech support.
Yeah, but if you would have done cable, but that's not cable.
Hey, who's
It's
a
the
mod?
same company.
Who's a mod in here, Shook?
I don't know why.
Whoever's a mod, ban D Weezy. I'm a mod. Let me see if I can ban him.
Don't ban.
Let me see if I can ban him.
Why am I not a mod in here?
300 seconds.
Why am I not a mod?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? This is your channel.
Right.
I guess you
Oh.
never made yourself a mod.
Oh, guess what, Bradley?
How can I make myself a mod?
Guess what, Bradley?
What's up?
Colin's a mod.
Who is
I'm not a mod. Colin.
Colin is a mod? You're not even
Yep.
friends with that guy.
Wait, how is
You made him. Remember when I hit you up and said, "Yo, how is Colin a mod on your channel and we're not?" You remember that conversation?
Yeah, then I think I made you a mod after that.
You
After
didn't make me a mod.
I'm not a mod on Lunch Break Hot Take.
Yes, you are.
are.
Oh yeah, I am. No, but I wanted to be a mod in the Discord. When did I get that power?
I gave you that long ago. They named a role after you and everything.
Did you?
That's why sometimes people at Suge, that's not at you, that's at the role.
Dummy.
People just get confused.
I didn't even know that. Oh well, hey.
Wow.
And by the way, the reason that you can't be a mod in the Discord is because you went through the rules talking about, hey, there's nothing that says I can't be a racist.
I did not say that.
Yes, that is exactly what you said.
That's right, Jose. He was the
That's
first
not what I
one.
say.
He was the first one.
Well, now that we know my ethnicity, it still applies. Thank you, Jose. I appreciate you. You think you know some people?
Facts. Facts.
I mean, he hasn't made me a mod in his channel. Oh, wait,
Ooh.
Oh my god!
You are a mod. You are a mod on my channel. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I know. I just realized that.
Should just make me a mod. Stop digging.
You're not. You have to comment for me to make you a mod.
You can actually go into settings and do it too, I think.
I have no idea. Why are we doing this live?
Because you made a segment called SDV Talk, right, and you didn't have any topics for it. That's why we're doing this live.
My question is, when you made Colin your first and only mod, how did you do it? There wasn't a problem when it was Colin, huh?
I don't know. Problem modding
how was he a mod? Right? How was he a mod as a co-host?
And
then a mod as not.
Fact. Thank you, Jared, for the sub. Appreciate it. I don't know how to make toggle moderation activity. Participants.
Look at Bazo. Like, you can't just be volunteering people to do your work. What are you doing, Brandon?
Okay, I don't know how to make people mod on this thing, so I don't remember. I should play SDV music. Yeah, I should. That is a great idea, Jose. I'll have to download it and we'll play SDV music while we talk SDV.
Why do you keep saying SDV? Why?
SDV. That's the top.
I understand, but he's doing that intentionally.
You got to put another period there.
WrestleMania should have a halftime show.
It does.
Kind of. Well, it's going to be 2 nights. So
it's 2 nights every year now.
Yeah.
So the halftime show is pre-show for night 2.
I know. Hendo don't care. Bronny, what 2 matches are you looking forward to?
Looking forward to Bianca Belair, and I am looking forward to Roman Reigns. I know a lot of people don't really like Roman, but I'm looking forward to him beating the hell out of Cody.
I think Cody's going to take it.
I think he probably is as well, but I'm not. I'm going to keep the faith until it happens.
Cody Rhodes?
Yes.
Yeah, Cody Rhodes. Yep.
I don't dislike Cody Rhodes, but I don't trust him.
It is a heinous crime to say SDV.
I'm not. I'm making ways to not make a channel like Yolanda did. Any of you guys going to see John Wick 4?
No.
I am. Possibly.
No.
Okay. I just want to see how it ends. Like, it's getting ridiculous.
He kills all the bad guys. That's how it ends.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
But I want to see at the end. Does he actually leave with the dog?
Spawn says John Wick was fantastic.
All right, let me ask you this question. Spawn, have you seen The Ant-Man, Quantumania? Was that good?
Great movie. Good movie.
It's a test. It's a test, Spawn. It's a trap. Don't answer him.
And we now realize that what's going on with Jonathan Majors is that's a variant of his. That's not actually him. It's a variant that's doing all this stuff. Raven C, if they let Cody win, they messed up the best story. I think Cody's going to win.
Seth Rogen is fighting Logan Paul?
No, Seth Rollins. Not Seth
Rogen.
I was like, what?
Spawn says no. Marvel is meh.
Now it is.
Was Creed D good? Please don't spoil. I did not see Creed D, but I heard it's very good. I've seen a lot of spoilers, and from what I've seen, it's very good.
So my question, Jared,
do you like abusers?
Jesus Christ! Stop, it's not funny.
My question was Creed 2 good?
And the
I like
answer is
Creed
not really.
I like Creed 2. I like Creed 2 more than I like Creed 1.
First of all, you like the second 3 Star Wars movies.
No, I don't.
You like 1, 2, and 3.
I do like 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, they were
That's
the
the
worst.
second 3.
Yeah, that's the
Well,
second.
I like. Oh, I thought you meant the 5, 6, 7 or 7, whatever.
7, 8,
5.
9.
Yeah,
no,
No, it was not 7, 8, 9.
1, 2, 3, which is actually 4, 5,
Yeah,
6.
5, 6, 5, 6, 7.
1, 2, 3 is Phantom Menace through Revenge of the Sith.
Right.
4, 5, 6 were the original
The
trilogy.
original trailer, right.
And then J.J. Abrams fucking up the entire thing is the 7, 8, 9.
I didn't like those ones. I like the first 3. I do.
The original first
Right.
3 or the first 3?
The first 6. Okay, there. You happy?
God damn.
Lisa Jar Jar Binks.
They brought him back though.
No, they didn't.
Yeah.
Not Jar Jar,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
actor, because
Oh.
people were
Well, he tried to kill
really
himself.
hard on him.
He-
Yeah,
so-
people were harassing him and abusing him.
Yeah, but if you check out mine and Jay's Mandalorian review that should be coming out very soon, we talk about that. And we talk about how shitty Star Wars fans are for doing
Yeah,
stuff like
just
that. If
like
you don't
that.
like something, you just don't like it. Don't bully somebody that he attempted to commit suicide. He
Well,
actually did try and he failed.
well,
And it
shout
sucks.
out to the Star Wars fan that killed himself because he thought the Last Jedi was going to be black. That's commitment. That is commitment.
I don't know what to say to that, so I'm just gonna pretend you didn't do that right now.
What? That is dedication. You
It
thought
is.
that the Last Jedi was going to be black, so you said, you know what? I'm not staying around for this.
Couldn't just wait.
Commit to the role. Ugh.
Couldn't just wait.
Right, to find out it was the chick. Oh well.
Creed 3 is a very
Could've
good
been
debut
Boyega.
for Michael B. Fight scenes are filmed differently though. Yeah, they were differently. Did you watch 21 Jump Street? Apparently, that movie will make you less hateful. He's talking about Kanye West says he watched 21 Jump Street and he was sorry for all the things he said about Jewish people.
I don't know why anybody
Are you talking about
puts
the
a
movie?
microphone
or the
anywhere
TV
near
show?
Kanye West.
No, the movie with Jonah Hill.
I've seen both of them. Why?
I don't know.
Kanye West said it, Henda. Like, why are you trying to figure it out?
Yeah, that's your homie. So go talk to him.
That ain't my homie. I hate Kanye West. Yeah, Star Wars fans are out of this world.
Yeah, they
Almost
really
as
are.
bad as almost as bad as Harry Potter fans.
Oh, there's not
fan
much
of
left
both.
to them.
I'm a fan of both.
You are a fan of both. You know,
That's why you so mean.
Ronnie, can you tell us why the Jedi are so great?
I'm not going to do it. This is SDV talk. I'm not going to.
They're cowards.
They are cowards. They're scared cowards. And by the
No,
way,
not
like,
Yoda.
listen, honestly,
Not Yoda.
no, fuck Yoda. Honestly, like, why do you spend your entire life mastering the Force only to never fucking use it?
That is
I
true.
don't understand.
What are you talking about? Yoda used it in that last fight, and then he learned how to use.
And then he went head. He went head on a planet.
Yeah, it's not just never mind. I'm not doing it. I don't understand. Like he fell down. That's all that happened. He got up, he dusted himself off, crawled through some vents, hopped in a car, and said, I had planned for this. And he pulled out some maps. He said, Obi, this was for you. I'm gonna head over here. Don't ever fucking call me. All right. We are done with this. Like, but what about the Emperor? Right? He got it, man. I don't know.
That's all him.
Didn't even say no. Let's try to go back, both of us,
Bro, like Obi-Wan, he took out Anakin. He took him out. Right?
I mean, kind of.
He took him out. Like he had a soft spot for the kid, so he didn't kill. Like who catches on fire, burns out, catches on fire again, burns out again, and is still alive. There's no way he thought that the Anakin was walking away from that. But like, why?
He wasn't, because his legs were gone.
But why is it that when you meet up and you're like, Anakin's done. Like you took out the Emperor, right? Well, about that. He had thrown me down some stairs, and my back didn't appreciate it. So I called Jimmy to come pick me up. Why didn't Obi-Wan just say, "No, let's go back.
Right.
We'll both fight him, and obviously we'll kill him because it's two of us and one of him."
No. There was 4 of them with Mace Windu.
Huh?
There were 4 of them with Mace Windu when they tried to kill him.
They were 4 1-star generals, apparently. All right.
And they got murked.
One goddamn masters. That was Mace Windu and 3 dudes who had their associate's degrees. They just screamed at them and they were dead.
No, Brady. They had certifications.
Right. They're just as good as degrees. And then they were all dead.
Because you know what, Chuck? I think I do remember a scene where all the Jedi were helping fight, and they were getting shot down.
Bro, listen.
How are you a Jedi master, and you have your lightsaber, and you let regular dudes just shoot you down?
Spider-Man don't get caught off guard like that with his little spidey sense. Why doesn't the Force tell you that you're about to get shot in the back by a clone?
And the Force is everywhere.
Right. You know.
Apparently it wasn't because it can't.
Why are the commanders out front? They are clones. They're not even people.
He was like, listen, guys. I have mastered the front force. I haven't mastered the back force yet.
So get behind me.
So if you come behind me, I can't help you out. Matter of fact, I think, where's my Disney Plus at? I think I want to get reacclimated to some Star Wars this week.
I'm just saying, like, I don't understand. Like, if one Jedi got wind of what was happening, they should have taken out the entire clone army.
Fact.
Mace Windu got launched under with like a plastic bag with them.
And all the Force lightning did to Palpatine was age him 150 years. What was that?
Facts.
Those movies took a lot of great actors and made them look really bad.
Really bad.
Even DC has a speed for it.
The man was sitting there.
I hate sand.
And listen,
I hate sand.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie. What was that? The series that just came on Disney Plus.
The what?
The series, the Star Wars series.
Andor.
Mandalorian.
Or Mandalorian.
Andor. No.
Yeah.
Oh, Andor.
No.
Yeah.
Was that the one?
Andor with Diego Luna.
Okay. With the black girl.
With what?
No. That's Obi-Wan.
Yes, Obi-Wan.
God damn, you forgot the name of Obi-Wan.
I just didn't know if that was the name of the show. But
and just.
I'm sorry. Listen, my whole thing was, how the hell are these people going from city to city, town to town, world to world, searching for Jedi, and none of them Jedi can feel them coming?
Pause.
Why?
Pause.
Why Vader ain't know his kids were alive?
That is true.
I mean,
I had a really smart ass answer, but I'm gonna shut up.
Can you take his DNA test? Can you get his DNA reveal?
Shut up.
I'm
gonna shut up.
How stupid are you too, though? Like, it's not even just
How
the
stupid am
coward.
I?
Well, I mean, no, not you. I love you, Suge. No, but Obi-Wan is standing. He's standing up there. He's like 20 feet above you. He said, "I got the high ground. Don't try it." And you said, "Yo, I'm gonna try this." It's the first thing you said, and he measured him. He was just watching him, and he cut off 3 limbs in one shot. And then they turned off the music, and all you heard was him rolling down the gravel hill.
But why didn't you just walk him up and just finish him off?
First of all,
because that was his brother.
Listen, that could have been
Let me tell you something.
That could have been my
tries to swing on me. If Hendo strings on me like that, I ain't not give a damn.
That could have been my firstborn son. He'd have got a lightsaber to the temple just to make sure.
Take him out.
You gonna challenge me? Boy, I'm gonna teach you something. Yeah. That was a dumbass story they made to make him dog.
No, wait. I know Brian was talking crap last time.
Right.
No, that part was dumb.
It was executed poorly.
Yeah. But that
you mean the thing that turned him in the end? Yeah, that was dumb.
Yeah, that part
was dumb.
He said he caught on fire and fell and caught on fire again.
my man looked at He looked at Natalie Portman, who was like, by the way, major pedophile. Like this kid was 6 when she met him.
This is true.
But whatever, that's neither here nor there. It's fine.
Hey, she waited.
She was like 15 or whatever. When she met him.
Sure. So listen, I don't give a fuck if you waited or not. That means for 12 years you plotting on a child.
Yeah. But so he's sitting there, she's like,
yeah, you're right. When you look at it that way.
She's talking to him about being concerned about saving the lives of their children.
Mm-hmm.
And my man looked at her dead in her face with just a weird grin on his face and said, only my new powers can do that. What the fuck is that? That like the writing in these movies was as bad as Martha. Oh, why'd you say Martha? That's my mom too. Now we're friends.
You about to die, Martha? Huh?
Did we just become best friends?
Facts. Facts. She groomed him, and no wonder he was all messed up in the head. You're right. 100%.
I'm gonna tell you, she
why you let so much slide with Anakin anyway?
Thanks.
My man went to a village where his mother used to live and murdered everyone.
I told you about it. I told you about it. Hey,
how are you still
why?
a Jedi?
He didn't tell the Jedi, but he told her, and she was like, well, Yoda knew. He felt it. He was like, you know what? He was like, you know what? This is the chosen one. We're just gonna let him murk. You know why? The Sand People were a representation.
Wow.
Jedi are the police. The Sand People, you know.
The Jedi Council was sitting there for 3 movies, and at one point they were just like, you know, we can't see shit anymore, right? Like, there's just like, I don't know what's going on. Do we tell everybody, or we keep acting like it's all good?
This is fact. Star Wars was my favorite Schmodown division. I did absolutely
After Dark.
Another thing. Imagine political plotting in Star Wars to get the upper room, get to that upper room. Oh my god! All right.
About Star Wars though. Done.
You just talked about it for a while.
I did not.
But
no.
If you are into Star Wars, what?
Star Wars got a thing called Bad Bitch.
Bad Batch.
Oh, that is what they say. My bad, y'all.
That's actually pretty good too.
My bad. That's the Bad Batch.
If you are just
better lettering.
No, I don't think that's the problem.
If you are into Star Wars, make sure to check out mine and Mr. J's reviews. We should have them a couple coming out this week. So check those out, and we will be releasing new ones. It's about 4 or 5 episodes, 3 more episodes left till the end of the season. So please check those out. All right, before we get out of here.
No, before we get out of here, what the hell is Andor?
Oh my god,
Andor was
to be like the best show of last year. Apparently, I only watched the first.
But it's the guy from Rogue One. His backstory.
Oh,
the guy that helped
the Resistance.
The girl.
No, not the Resistance, but
which one?
Yoda, the disturbance in the Force. Everyone else, should we do something about it?
Right. Yoda was like, nah, yo.
That bitch coming out next year.
Yoda said, never let him see your weakness.
Come on.
One of my teachers in high school looked like that dude who launched space with new power. I couldn't stand her.
Wow.
Oh my god. All right, before we get out of here, Mr. Hendo, where can the people find you to see all your lovely content?
They're batting like 4 for 9 on movies, and it's still the most popular thing in the world.
Facts. You can find me on YouTube.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Hendo. I went to Disneyland, the Galaxy Edge, freaking overrun. Those lightsabers are like $200, $300. And the bar, to get into the bar is a 6-month waiting list to sit down. So you have to stand at the bar or stand at a table, and it's only 2 drinks maximum. You can only have 2 drinks.
And I just don't understand why Disney can't afford more chairs.
Thanks.
And I also don't understand where my lightsaber is. Did you get yours, Hendo?
I didn't get mine.
So weird.
It's in the mail.
How many
It's
times? Did
so
you,
weird.
how many times did you go, Suge?
I've only went once. I'm going
Okay.
again next month.
It's weird because I know that he got like a 4K monitor.
Oh,
he got a new
that's right.
capture card, and he got all this other stuff, but he didn't get my.
Why you know my
lightsaber.
business like that?
Why do I know your business? Because you get all excited and tell
You
us.
posted, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
We do. Yeah, I didn't get my lightsaber.
Are you using your foot massager right now?
Oh, yeah, forgot about that too.
Not yet. That's later tonight. I use that during work.
Mhm.
It's good. Good. I'll send you the link. You should get it.
Mhm.
Yeah, the Discord does know all. No, it's because Hendo and Bronny spy on me. That's why.
All across country, huh?
Just wait until Ahsoka's supposed to be good.
Rogue One was horrible.
Rogue
I like
One was
Rogue One.
very good. What are you talking about?
All of them were horrible.
Rogue One was you didn't watch Rogue One. You didn't see it.
I don't remember what the hell that was about.
God damn it.
Listen, Derek,
Listen, I'm gonna tell you this. Ed.
Derek, it's right here.
I'm gonna tell you this. Ed.
What?
You need to watch Rogue One. It's a good movie.
No, I've seen it.
No, you haven't. But the ending scene is probably the best thing in all of Star Wars.
Which one? I've seen all of them. Which one is Rogue One?
Rogue One is the one where they're building the Death Star and they're trying to, it's the people getting the plans to Leia. So it leads right up to the beginning of the very first Star Wars movie.
So, okay, that's the one where they first introduced the girl.
What girl?
The new Jedi girl.
No, she's not in it. Again, follow what I am saying to you. This is way back and right before episode 4.
That's right. Okay, so yes, that was the one
plans that Leia got. They came onto the ship. They gave it to Leia, and then Darth came looking for him, and she put him into the droid. This is the story of how they got the plans and got it to Leia.
Got you.
And how Darth Vader absolutely wrecked their entire crew in the little hallway.
Rodney, this is a story to clear up a plot hole in the original stories. That's what this movie was.
Rosario Dawson.
Yes,
Rosario Dawson.
Talking about?
That's all you had to say.
The plot hole of the where Luke shoots into the hole.
No.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's the story of them getting the plan.
Yeah, and that's right, Jose. That's right, Jose. None of them show up in later episodes. Yeah, that don't make no sense.
Yeah, they all died.
Yeah,
they all died.
But you had me confused because you said Death Star, and like 9 out of the 10 movies they made is about a goddamn Death Star.
They said, yo, it didn't work the first time. I swear to God, man, we got it though. We got it.
I promise you.
Hold on. Hendo, what's your favorite Star Wars movie?
Probably
Death Star 4.
Probably Empire Strikes Back.
Okay. Rodney?
I don't really have a favorite one.
Return of the Jedi.
I was gonna say Return of the Jedi,
that's the one.
But it's really just the whole that because since they released them in 3s, I'm just gonna say it's the first 3.
It's the original 3.
Yeah, the original 3. And with an honorable mention to Darth Vader, absolutely wrecking every single one of those dudes with the weird helmets.
Spoiler B. Thanks.
Yeah.
Wow, he doesn't care about Rogue One outside of the action scene.
Well, that goes right along with all your other bad opinions, Jeremy.
The movie has been out for 7 years. Return of the Jedi. Yeah, I've always been Empire Strike Back. I love Empire. Empire's dope. Anyway, Hendo, let people know where they can find you at.
You can find me on YouTube at Rogue Pod. I do a show every Saturday, hanging with Hendo. I don't know if I'm gonna do it this week because Suge just dips out on me when he feels like it. Also on Sundays I do a live stream, particularly during the season. Mondays you can find me on Sit to Tally Films, 9 p.m. with Coach Evans, Rodney, Jose, Chris Just Joking, OTR Mike on the Ravens Roundtable. You can sometimes find me here, or damn near all the time find me here.
I don't like it when you include me in your "Where can we find Hendo" stuff. It feels like you're telling me that I have to be there.
Once again, Brownie's there with me. You can find me in
Wow.
audio form where you find all of your audio needs.
Wow.
Spotify, Apple. I'm there. Make sure you go over, give me a 5-star review.
No consideration for how I'm feeling.
Friday, 6 p.m. Electric Relaxation with Mr. Galloway. You can find me there as well. And
Do a lot of shows.
I am D-Weezy. I'm gonna be doing it.
I do. And if
Star
you like,
Wars is mad total.
and if you like the
You
band,
are met in total.
Wow. Mr. Brodney, let people know where they can find you.
I'm
I'm
sorry.
done.
Go ahead.
I'm done now. I'm good now.
I apologize.
I'm good. I'm about to watch Rogue One.
I apologize, Hendo. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead. I'm
Go ahead,
watching Rogue One.
Go ahead and finish up, Hendo.
Nah, man, Suge's just so rude. I'm watching Rogue One now.
Well, you can
Not
find
watching Rogue One.
me on the LBHT show on one half of Lunch Break Hot Take. We do a live show every Wednesday at 7:15 p.m. Eastern time, followed up with the overtime show for patrons. And then, I'm also on Ring Kings podcast with Jose and OTR Mike. We put out episodes on Mondays around noon. And then we stream after big events on Saturday nights. This week is Anthony Joshua. He ain't really fighting nobody, plus it's WrestleMania, so we're probably not going to stream this week.
I mean, you will. You'll be in the pre-show.
I'm not going to be in the pre or the post show for that. I'm going to be in my chair enjoying WrestleMania.
He's going to be hanging with Hendo.
Also not hanging with Hendo. And you know why? You want to know why I'm not going to be on Hanging with Hendo? Since you want to bring it up all public. You want to know why I'm not going to be on Hanging with Hendo?
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to know? You don't want to know? You do? Okay. All right. So it's a couple reasons. One, and I wanted to say this is the main one, but I'm not sure. I'm conflicted on that. But number one, it's too goddamn long. All right. 3 hours when I'm on there, 2.5 hours the next time I'm on. I watched last week. It was 2.5 hours. I'm like, I'm not doing it. The second reason is the number 3 overall pick that you are hoarding and refusing to trade to me just because it's me, because you're a scared coward and you don't want me to have 3 and 4, but you trading it to other people. You traded it for the running back after I traded him because that's who you wanted, but you didn't want to
still
trade
got the 3
me.
pick. What are you talking about?
I know you're trying to trade it. And
I thought you said you got the number 2 pick.
No, I did not say I got the number 2 pick. What the hell? Why
you said you got first round picks?
No. What I said was and granted, it might be a little bit on me for the wording, but what I said was I have Noah's picks, meaning he told me what he's going to pick because he's not going to be there for the draft.
Oh.
So I know who he's going to be coming and making his picks.
Oh, I thought you meant he was getting his pick.
Which brings me to my other point. The draft is going to be tomorrow night if you are part of the Dynasty League. If you're not part of the Dynasty League, you can still come by the OT and just, watch us draft, because I don't know why you would do that, but you can if you want. And I think that is about it.
Yeah. Oh, no. You forgot. Every Tuesday.
I don't want to take care of a puppy, Brandon.
Every Tuesday, Brandon co-host Steel Conspiracy.
You notice how I didn't say that? Because it's not true. Because that's not a thing I do.
You just felt like because you were already here, you didn't need to say
Yeah,
it.
but you guys be doing that, throwing me under the bus live on Coach's show. It's kind of
what?
hurtful.
What do you mean?
What are you talking about?
Well, because Hendo goes, you can find me and the co-host Brodney, and Brodney's like, I ain't on that show. Like,
Right.
No, I said I'm not the co-host. I'm not.
You
kind of mean.
You ain't got to put that business out there like that.
I know you kind
That's
of
rude.
I'm on the
Kinda hurt
show
my
every
feelings.
week. I'm not the co-host.
Well,
You never asked me to be the co-host.
We can bring this up.
You asked Hendo to be the co-host,
No, he didn't.
and that yes he goddamn did.
Jokingly-
And no, he wasn't joking. But like Brandon was saying, you were in your feelings because he asked you like third instead of first because you think you better than people.
First and foremost, I wasn't in my feelings.
And listen, I mean,
But you are
I'm not gonna dispute that. Considering who the other 2 co-hosts were, you were definitely better than them. But that's not the issue. That's not the point. Okay.
we can talk about this afterwards, guys. Anyway,
we're talking about it now.
and for me, you can find me Suge Knight 323 on TikTok and Twitter, Suge Knight 1323 on Twitch, and you can find me on here every Tuesday for Steel Conspiracy, and Late Night with Suge Knight will be coming back once I get some things rolling. Appreciate everybody hanging out. Make sure to like, follow, and subscribe.
Thanks.
And also too, this Saturday,
beating Anthony Joshua, Jared.
Listen, if y'all want to continue these conversations and hear and argue with us, Sign up for the Discord.
I don't want to argue with any.
I don't have a Patreon, so that's why I don't bring up the Discord.
Okay, well then you
Y'all
sign
do.
up. Then you can sign up for my Discord
Yeah, sign up.
Sign
Sign
up
up
for
for
Discord.
or Lunch Break Hot Takes Discord. Sign up.
Thank you.
Continue.
Patreon.com/LBHT show. First.
I mean, I don't care who you sign up for first, as long as you just sign up.
It
for
just remember this
first, like,
Saturday.
Don't y'all like? Don't y'all, no, you
Ooh,
free
off
show.
the screen.
took my picture off, Suge. You so goddamn rude. You son of a-
And post show this weekend. Oh,
You want one of these? Yeah, you sign up. You can win yourself one of these. You got one more time. You got one more time. Don't y'all like that? Sign up. You can win this.
Says Old Man Gamers is back. Not back.
Always back.
Yes,
Appreciate
Jared.
all-
Yes, Jared. Rodney is a
appreciate-
mental case. Rodney is a mental case.
What?
We love him still the same. I mean, I don't think he's talking about Rodney, but I just,
No, he wasn't.
Oh, you sure?
He's talking about Anthony Joshua. He's not a mental case. He had a moment. It's fine.
We all have moments. Suge has breakdown every day. Like trying to take the shine off my brain.
I mean, if you would actually wear it right, it's upside down.
Oh,
I do wear it right because when I look at it, it gives me.
but it makes sense, right? Because he doesn't care about any of us. That's why he didn't announce that there was going to be a prize for
I
the
did.
league. Until after
And when
he
you buy
won.
it for yourself,
All right, Common, put it away.
Had to. You like that? I don't know why they hating on me.
I didn't hate on you. I said put it away, Common.
Like that?
nobody
I do like that. That looks great.
Like that?
is hating on you. All right, you guys. We are out of here. Appreciate all you guys hanging out. Talk to you next Tuesday.
Like